the man, Chetan Dutta, the man who pressed the button, the man who ensured the explosion took place, the blaster, joining us over the phone line. Mr. Chetan Dutta, describe that moment to us. You know, very, very big, momentous moment.
Yeah, ma'am, this is a very big moment. I'm so happy. We are so happy. And the button pressed after just 5 seconds. And over 9 seconds, the building collapsed down. And 5 of us, 3 of my foreign experts, Mayur Mehta and me, we were crying. We were literally crying. Still am.
Uncle Joe, the CBRI team is coming here only.
You know,
Hello.
tell us how the moment was and, you know, a little bit of background of that. Where were you at exactly 2:30 when you pressed the button? Because we were also waiting here. We saw the entire structure crumble. Was there any last moment change, any last moment challenges?
No,
Take us through, you know, what exactly happened in that moment, any talk that was happening in the control room at the time?
Yeah, nothing was changed, ma'am. Mr. Ian and, Mr. Kevin and Martinez hit blow the siren and give me the indication to push the button. That Uncle Joe was with me and he revolved the exploder and that successful moment came in my life. I'm so happy. Sorry, I can't speak now.
Okay. Okay, were you in a very close proximity to the building? Could you also hear the thud as you press that button?
Ma'am, I was using earbuds, but even though I heard a lot of noise and I was sitting just on that exploder to push the button, and when I stand up, I see only the dust everywhere. And just within 1 or 2 minutes, 5 of us rushed towards the building to check because we are very curious to see what happens. And we don't wait for the dust to settle down. We just use the mask and just run towards the building. And just we want to see. And we were very much worried about the Super Court, Emerald Court. It was totally safe. And I can't explain the moment, but I'm so happy.
Okay, yeah, of course, you know, everything seems to have gone according to plan, so a big congratulations to you and your entire team as well. But I just want to ask you, for the viewers, you know, who are joining us, what is the reason why you were selected? Remember, we had also spoken to you before about the same. You know, what is it that made you the man who clicked that button that brought down these towers?
Madam, I already told this is Indian law. It doesn't permit any foreigners to push the button. And above all, the blessings of my Kanaya ji and Almighty God. There are hundreds and thousands of blasters in India, but I'm very much thankful to Mr. Mayur Mehta and Utkarsh Mehta and Jigar Mehta that they give me the chance to push that button.
Okay. So I just want to ask you, everything went according to plan. I spoke about the kind of talk that was going on in the control room just before you pressed that button. In the build-up to it as well, what were the kind of discussions that went on? Because there was a bit of a worry if there is any, you know, weather change, is that going to be having any impact? You know, last-minute checks that were being conducted until, in fact, the very last moment as well, checks were being conducted to ensure that everything goes on smoothly.
Madam, everything was checked before 30 minutes. And after that, everybody was quiet. No one was talking to each other, nothing to be discussed. We were just staring at each other and waiting for the time to come. And the time comes when Kevin starts the countdown: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, and that successful moment. I can't explain. I'm so happy.
Okay.
Yes, right.
Okay, so you had a countdown that was, you know, building up to it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it came down to that moment when you pressed that button.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
about immediately after that? Because you knew that, you know, once you press that button, you knew the kind of impact that it's going to have. 2 massive towers are going to be razed completely.
Yeah, ma'am.
So immediately after you press that button,
ma'am.
what next? You know, did you want to ensure that, yes, everything went according to plan? How was that check and balance
Yes,
done?
madam, I have told you, I was just sitting down and nothing was, building was totally covered because the tractor trolley was standing in front of me. Me and Uncle Joe was sitting there. He revolved the exploder and generate the current and ask me to push the button. When I push the button, I stand up. I see just only dust everywhere. I listen to the noise, and when I stand up and saw the path towards the building, it was nothing there, only dust and dust and dust. And just to ensure that everything goes according to plan, we don't wait to dust to settle down.
Okay. Okay. All
I
right.
was
Mr.
here.
Chetan Dutta, you're. Yes. So the mission went on according to plan. You know, you're the man of the moment. Thank you so much for joining us. Chetan Dutta, the man who clicked the button that brought down the entire towers, the corruption towers, which is why there is a lot of happiness, a lot of relief after the towers were brought down. Because for several years, the residents around this building had been suffering because of the massive structure that it was. It was also a safety hazard because of the proximity to the other buildings. And that's the reason why this was also a massive challenge, because there were so many buildings that were so close to it.